Peace and harmony, family. Peace and harmony. Ooh. I want to talk about a couple of things. And one of the things that I really want to talk about is breathing life into you. You know, breathing life into you is literally when you understand, because I made a video about it the other day or yesterday, but when you breathe, right, you're breathing life into you, literal life into you. And again, if you think about the word spirit, it means breath, it means to breathe, peace and harmony, family. But when you take these deep diaphragmatic breaths, not only is it bringing life into you, when you hear the saying breathing life into you, you're talking about bringing oxygen into all of your cells throughout your entire body. Okay, and it's really important, especially mentally, when we're going through so much stress. You know, people be like, because I talk to a lot of people all the time. I talk to a lot of people, and when they talk, a lot of, like, I met a lady yesterday. She was so angry. She was literally angry at her coworkers, and because they were bitter. So she said that she will hold a grudge for somebody for an entire year, and she will literally talk shit about them the entire process, the entire time. And I told her, I was like, so do you ever like breathe? She was like, what you mean, like in and out, in and out? I'm like, yeah, like actual deep breaths, like different techniques. And she was like, nah, I don't have the patience for that, blah blah blah. Well, I feel like a lot of people are like that, because I meet a lot of girls, especially a lot of women that are like that. And honestly, it's more women that kind of have issues trying to do this change. But when I talk to men are actually more open to it than people like to think or people like to say. So I just want to kind of like go over a couple different techniques. I was trying to set up my Bluetooth, but and this, I'm not a breathwork facilitator, but I could definitely recommend you one, or I'm not one yet. I'm actually thinking about doing it myself. But I mean, in the long run, I can show y'all what I was taught. And
Bluetooth pairing.
Good.
Bluetooth connected.
Ghetto, like I can definitely show y'all how it helped me. And then a lot of people ghetto. I tell you, like, what the fuck? But this is also very helpful if you're battling with weight and you want to lose weight. All these breathing techniques, anything related to health, whether you're trying to fast and you need help mentally to get through it, literally doing breath work will help you with all of that. Like literally, like I kid you not, it will shift your entire paradigm. And when I say shift your entire paradigm, I mean it will shift your entire mindset. Like it will literally help you transition from this negative space or this low vibrating space to something more positive. It will raise your frequency because it allows you to be in this state of homeostasis, this balanced space. And a lot of people don't even know what homeostasis is. It's literally just your cells. It's just balance. Everything about you is balance. And when you think about it, it's like mayat, like balance, harmony. That's why one of the reasons why I say peace and harmony, peace and balance. So, my damn YouTube at. I'm about to say, damn. Hopefully my thing ain't gonna die on me. But I just wanted to kind of show y'all a few things. And if you follow me on my YouTube channel, I have a lo-fi playlist. Y'all, it's so cool. I found a Afro beats lo-fi chill lo-fi thing, and it is so cool.
Holiday deals start here. Take home savings worth celebrating at Ross.
Now these commercials is ghetto. And it's called African Lo-Fi. It's called African Lo-Fi. I said I was in the bathroom like, okay. But, can y'all hear that? Yes, homostasis equals my eye. Yes. Oh, thank you so much for the love, family. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Yes, definitely. I just was actually doing breath work before I came on here, but I was like, maybe I need to go live. I haven't been live in like a week or so because I actually was in timeout. You know, TikTok always putting my ass in timeout. So yeah, y'all like my new painting? It was going to be a gift to one of my followers, Joy, but then my child painted on my damn. Look what she did. She did that, and she smeared this part. But I'm like, girl, I was so upset. I wasn't gonna lie. I was kind of upset. But you know what? I'm actually gonna redo it. I have a lot of paintings. I'm starting to get more and more into painting, but yeah, I'm not really. I was so upset, but I kind of wanted to do that on a different color, but but yeah. Do you have a cash? I would love to support you. Definitely got my attention. Oh, thank you. I don't usually do that. I'm about to say my cash app is what is it? Sweet Rose with 2 E's. I'm about to say if that's something you do, that's great. I'm grateful, much gratitude. But yeah, she colored my damn shit. I said, damn it, girl. I give her own thing. Look, this is what she did. I said, listen, sis, I don't know what you got, but you know what? She does a lot of dark colors. Like, look what she did. Look what she did. This is hers. She painted this one. She made a heart. I said, girl, we're going to have to get you into some colors, because why everything you paint be so dark? Look. See, let me show y'all this one. It's so dark, but it's so colorful at the same time. But you know what? It reminds me of me, because I have a dark side too. But she did this one. But anywho, let me do what I need to do. Could you speak on the power of colors? I will in another live. I definitely will, because it's been some misinformation with that too when it comes to colors, because you know a lot of people think that pink and these bright colors are feminine colors, but actually those are masculine colors, because you know everything is opposite. And when we think about everything is opposite, especially you know when I made a video about how to communicate with men, instead of saying I feel, you know, you have to say I think, but it's coming from the opposite sex. But we have to know how to communicate that balance. You know how they got as above, so below. So it's kind of like with women, in order for us to communicate with men, we have to say I think, and then vice versa. When they communicate with us, they have to say I feel for us to actually communicate. So when you think about colors, the thing that attracts women to like men, because you ever notice men who wear like really bright colors, it gets women's attention. And then vice versa, when women wear like red and wear like the purple, royal purples, royal blues, it gets the men's attention. But it also, if you think about it in like your chakras, your pineal, your third eye, and your crown, those are purple and blue. So you know when men use their logic and they think, they use, you know, wear those colors. Ladies, wear you some royal blue or some royal purple. That would get his attention. So I'll talk about that, but in another one. But yeah, but because I kind of want to talk about, I'll talk about the colors and especially in the sense of chakras too, because that's important when we're talking about being in homeostasis, being in mayat, being of balance. So one of the methods that I learned when it comes to breath work, and I want y'all to see my stomach though, but trying to see, maybe I should turn this way. But one of the techniques that I learned was the 3-6-9 method, and that one's one of my most recent one, but I learned that one from Yaki when I was watching Yaki videos. But so what you're going to do is you're going to breathe, you're going to inhale 3 seconds, hold for 6 seconds, and then exhale for 9 seconds. So I'm going to show y'all that a couple times. I can try, I'm not going to really count, okay, because if I do that and that at the same time, it's going to throw me off. But anywho, so I'm going to show y'all. And before you do like any of the breathing techniques, you have to like push, you got to exhale first so you can, breathe in, right? But anywho. Also, before I do that, when you exhale, before you go into your breathing technique, I always hold mine for 7 seconds. 7 is my number, like literally my life path number, and I love the number 7. I used to love the number 9, but I learned I love the number 7. So, and 7 is the God number. Like, anywho, yeah, so hold it for 7 seconds in between breathing techniques. So, anywho. Also, it just gets you so mellow when you do them. It's so awesome. Because it's really, and a lot of people who do have like smoking, have like this problem with smoking and they want to quit smoking. And this is coming from somebody who was smoking blacks like 5-6 a day, like literally 5 or 6 a day, to none at all. And so I haven't smoked since February this year. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's been 10 months. I didn't even pay attention to that. That's cool. Because what it is when you're doing breath work, it's also a release as well. So I had like a trauma bond connected to smoking. When I experienced my miscarriage in 2020, I started overindulging in things like sex, smoking, drinking, just things that I wasn't like really normally doing. Like I would drink, but it wasn't to the point where I was sitting here drinking fucking beer in a can. I hated beer. I watched my pops drink beer. I hated beer. So, the first thing I started doing was confronting myself. Like, why the fuck am I drinking beer in a fucking can? Okay? And then I started smoking, just all types of stuff. And, I was just so ready to put that shit down. And I had this whole internal battle for the longest. And when I met Danny, and she was my breathwork facilitator, it just like, she changed everything for me. So breathing is so healing. I promise you, it's like the number one way to heal anything, spiritually, mentally, physically. It's literally the best thing that you can possibly do. And whatever you do spiritually and mentally, your body physically will start to follow suit. So when people want to change anything in their life, you shouldn't do it physically first, because what you'll do is you'll fall into what they call relapse. You'll relapse to your old ways of doing and your old ways of being, and that can give you that depression, because it was plenty of times where I wanted to just physically, I would take the blacks and I would just, throw them and, do all of this, but it really wasn't helping me, because that next week I'll be right back smoking again. And, just overindulging in those things again. And when I started breathing, it seemed like my internal battle was getting better. And, I would still have I would still like smoke like one every now and then, but it got to a point where I just completely surrendered myself to my breath, and really just, once I surrendered to breath, I surrendered to the flow of how my life has started going. And ever since then, a lot of things have been transforming, transitioning. I'm literally in the process of, I'm in this stage in my life where I'm processing, in the beginning stage, I'm processing my new chapter. So, you get a job and you go through the training and how everything works and everything, like you're processing that, and that's where I am in my life. So I'm processing everything that I have purged, and I'm also processing the new things that I'm open to receiving, and this new version of me. So it's literally like a process, and the best thing to do at this time is literally be still and breathe, because transitions and processing can be a very it can be very stressful when you aren't consciously aware of where you are in your journey. That's why I have the name Conscious Rose, because and it wasn't until I really started paying attention to how conscious I really was of where I was in my journey. So being conscious is one thing, to be spiritual, but to be consciously aware is key. Like, seriously, to be consciously aware of yourself and where you are in your journey, whether it's you in your journey or whether it's somebody else in their journey. To be conscious is what you need. And a lot of people, they claim to be spiritual, but they don't even know how to breathe. They still get upset at things that just don't even matter. It's always a bigger picture to things. And if we too busy worried about the little small things that don't matter, it just defeats the purpose of growth, So, anywho, somebody asked a question. Will you love your energy? Thank you. Will you fulfill this appetite I have? I don't know what that means. How long you going to sit like that? Honestly, I really don't know. After a while, when I first started doing this, I would do like 10, 15 minutes. But, sometimes I would do it until my feet and stuff be numb. But after you do it for so long, it's kind of like that numbness goes away, or that irritating feel of like, damn, I've been sitting too long. It's not that it's too long, it's just patience. You know, I learned that it's just patience. And when we don't have patience, things become irritating or things become uncomfortable. So I had to learn that it's just patience. Even when you had that tingling feeling, eventually when you just focus on your end goal, which is the breathing, all that really typically goes away. And then if you incorporate some yoga into it, you really don't even feel this numbness or that, feeling sometimes. But anywho, that was the first one, the 369 method. And this one is which one do I want to do? Oh, this one is my favorite. And this one really gets you into that mellow energy, that mellow balance. Like, you know how you smoke like marijuana and you feel like high, but this one really gets you that high feel. Like, that's why I say when people be saying they smoke, they want to quit. Okay, I got the perfect thing that you can do. And it won't give you like that. I can't even lie. It will. It'll get you there. It'll get you there. But the best time to really do this, if you're in this healing stage and you really, ready to really purge, do it in pure darkness. Like, close your blinds, do it at night. Hell, you can do it during magic hour between 4 and 6. You're really gonna receive some stuff then. But why do it in the darkness? It allows that pressure. Like, you ever be in the dark and you feel just this immense or intense pressure on you? I recently had one of those moments where it was just dark in my room, and I was just laying there and I was just feeling this real heavy dark presence over me. Not presence, but pressure over my body. And I'm like, okay. So what I did was I faced it. Like, I was laying on my side and I just turned and I faced it, and I confronted it. And I'm like, okay, well, why is this pressure here? Like, why are you here? What do you want? Like, what is it? And the things that were coming up were moments of where I was neglecting my inner child and the things of how I was talking to myself. Those things came to surface. And what I realized was that was the pressure of my inner child needing some real attention. And sometimes we ignore that, because we're like, I can't go to sleep. And it's so dark. Like, I don't like all this pressure, blah, blah, blah. But when you face that darkness, and, a lot of people say that it's a demon, blah, 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 spirituality, demon. A lot of the time, it's more than half the time, it's just you not being able to face the parts of you that you just left behind to figure out by itself. And a lot of it is just different parts of you emotionally. Like, you have your inner child, but in my mind, you have several inner childs. You have sad child, the mad child or angry child, the happy child, just all these emotions, but all these emotions tied up into you. What's that movie? It's a movie. It's an animated kids movie, and I cannot think of the name. But the little girl had like these workers inside of her, and it was sadness, anger, happy, and then it was just the regular girl. I think that was happy. Yeah, that was happy. And then it was the doubtful one. It was all these emotions inside of her. But that's how I think of when we talk about inner child. We have several inner childs, and depending on where you are in your journey, that's the child that needs the most attention. And it's kind of like your cells. Like, it's us, but it's different versions of us. You got like your different organ cells. Like, you got your T cells, your white blood cells. You got your damn heart tissue. You got your lungs. You got all these different parts of your body, right? That needs love and attention. And that's all breath work does. But anywho, when I was in that darkness, I was able to confront that. And even what it was that I was confronting was, I kept hearing this doubtful energy, or this doubtful voice in my head. And I was like, I was able, damn, I'm getting tongue tied. I was able to identify that it was the doubt within me that was triggered for whatever reason. Because I was thinking about, I don't know, I was thinking about something about life. I can't really remember specifically what I was thinking about, but it's a move that I was wanting to make, and the doubt was trying to, you know, come up and, you know, tell me, kind of manipulate me into not moving with that, in that direction. But what I did, because I was on some like anime type of shit or anime type of things, and I was like, I pictured myself, when I confronted it, I pictured myself in this like avatar, like this last airbenders type of shit. I was floating in the air and I had like all my like goddess armor and everything, and I was just like, I was pretty much telling that voice, but it was showing up as a energy silhouette. So what I took it as, it was my higher self telling this part of me like, no, I have control of myself and my emotions, and this is what I'm going to allow to happen in my life. I'm going to be open to receiving that, and I'm going to push that into my life. I'm going to create that. And when I did that, it's like that doubt energy kind of like shriveled up, like, okay, you got it. And when I did that, it opened up another door for me, and it unlocked another gift for me. And you know, we all have gifts. We literally all have gifts. And if we could just get a control of ourselves and our emotions and just those different versions of us, and not neglect them, you know, always feed and nourish them as well through the entire process, then we can truly be happy. Because happiness is not, people think happiness is all day, every day type of thing. Like, you're just always going to be happy. No. You're going to have lows. You're going to have highs. But it's also important that you learn your rhythm. When you learn your rhythm, you know, seeing what times of the year you're most happy, when you're most sad, and how to really navigate through your lows. A lot of people don't know how to navigate through their lows. But I recently had that awakening within myself, and it was the best part ever. But anywho, okay. This one, okay. So, I don't know what to really call this one. I really forgot what it's called. But as I inhale, I open my hands, and as I exhale, I close my hands as well. So we're going to exhale first. That one be. I love doing that one. I really, really love doing that one. Yes, Inside Out. I love that movie. Thank you for that. I love that movie. That movie is so good. I can't wait. I can't wait to show my daughter that movie because that movie it helped me with my own emotions. It helped me open with my own emotions. So that one, I guess you can call that one In and Out. Because what it is when you do that one, when you breathe in and you hold it, because what you're doing is creating locks. So when you create the lock, my ankle hurt. I don't know what I did. I think I was doing yoga last night and I hit my ankle a certain way and it hurt. But when you're doing that, when you're creating the locks, it's kind of like you stopping yourself midstream. So for women, you would grip, like, I guess kind of do like a Kegel. But it's kind of like you stop yourself midstream peeing, so you hold it and then you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth and slightly open and bend just a little bit, and then you push your eyes here to your third eye, and that is kind of like it's creating a light. Y'all ever see one of those pictures like a meme where a girl should be meditating and you see the chakras and the lights beaming through her? That's what you're doing. So you're entering heaven. But that's one I love doing, that one. And another one of my favorite, and I'll show you how to climb the ladder, climb Yaakov's ladder another time. But this one, you're going to inhale first through your diaphragm and then your chest. So it'll be like, so I'll do that one. And then you're gonna hold always on the last one. It's so relaxing. I always feel like I'm floating. I have a good amount of bad emotions in my stomach. What would you recommend? Doing, see, the Jacob's Ladder, you can do the one where, you can actually do the one that I just did with the inhale on both the diaphragm and the chest area and releasing. But it's one you can just simply just breathe. You can do the 3-6-9, but when you release, you say so. You say so. So it'll be like you just. And you hold it. And then when you release, you say solo. you can literally feel those vibrations from saying that in your gut area, your stomach area. And even when you're doing these breath works, emotions will pop up and feelings and things will pop up. So allow yourself, or set the intentions when you first start, to be open to receiving information like that, so that when those emotions do come up, it's easier for you to process it and to just sit with it. And if you feel the need to cry, if you feel the need to or whatever, scream, like, allow yourself to have that moment. Or bad energy. Yeah, like I always sage during this process. But either way, if it's bad emotions, bad energy, you're still releasing whatever is there. So, like I said, you just simply just breathe, hold it in for 7 seconds, and then when you release, say so, and you'll feel those vibrations right there in your solar plexus. So even you can say you can feel it in your root when you say you can feel it in your sacral when you say you can feel the vibration in your heart chakra. When you say your throat chakra, you gotta bend your teeth together and you say and you can feel the vibration in your throat. And when you say when you do your third eye, you say sun, and you can feel the vibration here. And when you say sun, you feel it in your crown. And if you can't really feel it the first initial times of doing it, it's just you have to keep practicing and keep doing it so that you can heighten your awareness of that. So practice literally I don't like to say practice makes perfect. I like to say practice heightens awareness, or practice builds your awareness, whatever you're doing. So I'm thinking about that. But I would just practice those and try them out. And even in the process of you doing the breath work and stuff, make sure you journal your things. I got like 3 different journals that I have, that one I talk about business, one I talk about personal, and then the other one, what's my other one? I think I just got a bunch of shit in there. It's kind of mixed, but I always got one about my business and my personal, separately and stuff. But, and even with that, I say it's good to have a binder like that, because you're able to see yourself in a different light. Because when you have a business and you're not all the way there mentally for yourself, like personally, you can kind of see like a timeline, like how you are mentally today from your personal and your business. And you'll see that if you're not really where you want to be personally, your business won't be there like you wanted to either. And the longer you do it and you just keep track of your personal experience and your business experience, you'll see how it's going to be like this whole shift within both of them. So that's just something to keep track of. But yeah, so that's all I have for y'all today. I don't know how often, because I really don't. I'll be on live on TikTok, but it just depends on what I have going on in my life. But yeah, I'll just be here, follow me on all my platforms. It's on my link in my bio. But that's all I got, because I'm actually finna meditate. So I'm finna journal and meditate and go get some more juice, because I'm actually fasting. I'm doing fruits and veggies. So like that's all I'm doing, like raw, just fruits and veggies. So either I juice it or I eat it. So that's all I'm really doing right now. But yeah. Oh, you know what I didn't do today? I didn't do my card for today. I gotta do my card, y'all. I gotta do my card. I gotta do a card today. I tell myself I gotta do that more often. Because people be like, people be, they don't know. I do tarot, but I don't really just be out here like offering that shit. Because I had some experiences where I was doing tarot for people, and it just, people energy when you do tarot it can be very, very draining. That's why I don't be understanding how people like really be all on, you know, social media doing it. Cause I be like, damn, that shit don't be draining. It takes a lot of energy to do this shit. Damn leaf. But I guess I'll pull it from the top of the deck. Okay. Look at that. Card for the day is 3 of Swords. Card of the day is 3 of Swords. Card of the day is 3 of Swords. So, there's a lot of people that's having a lot of internal battles. And it's going to be a very cold winter, is what I hear. And even when we're talking about cold winters, a lot of people, it's not necessarily that you're leaving people behind. It's just you're really going to be, a lot of people are going to be distant this winter too, because it's going to be a very dark Christmas, but not in a sense of, you know, it's going to be a bad Christmas or anything like that. But a lot of people could be faking the funk as well. You know, they seem happy, but a lot of people are facing or going through these internal battles with themselves, and it's pulling them all types of directions. And some people even feel stuck. Some people feel very stagnant. However, they just got to do inner work. A lot of people avoid inner work. And a lot of people's heart chakras and root chakras are off balance a lot. There's a lot of damage there. There's a lot of emotions there. And there is a lot of people that are confused on why they're going through the things that they're going through, but it's only because they don't have that they're not consciously aware of where they are in their journey, because they don't take the time to really connect to themselves. Oh, look at that. It's the way the swords are connecting. They don't really connect to themselves enough to understand where they are in their journey. So that's why a lot of people be confused and in emotional roller coasters, because they don't take the time to really get to know themselves in their low moments. A lot of people deal with low moments and then they just kind of just stay there. But it's a learning process. It's going to be some learning curves for people too. And that's okay. But I kind of want to get another card. I don't know what was on top of that card. I mean, next to it. I knew it. Okay. Okay, bottom of the deck. Okay. And then you got the High Priestess. And then you have this is Ten of Cups family card. I feel a lot of joy with that card. And then you got the Five of Wands. You know, and this is just a cycle. A cycle of lows and highs, but people really got to understand their rhythm and their flow with it. Because a lot of people, a lot of people are going to be finding out different versions of themselves, but through this purging of what's happening currently right now, a lot of people are going to come out a completely different person than they went in. And this is a good thing, because it's like you ain't going to be taking no shit. You know exactly what you want. Your mind is clear. What they say, your mind has never been clearer now. And it's also going to push you into your life partner, your soulmate. And of course, you know, there's always going to be challenges, but I feel like those challenges are those challenges aren't yours. it's giving like people are just how it's lined up. Maybe you got options, but it's giving like people might be jealous because they don't really know how you got like that, and you really ain't spilling the tea. People just be jealous because it don't even be, people just be jealous of you because they might see that you have something that they want, but they don't know how to get it, and they don't know out of you as a person, like, how did you get that? Like, because they know and it could be family, close friends, you just new person. And a lot of people are going to be in, I see the hermit card, but it's not out here. A lot of y'all going to be in hermit mode during this winter. Like, it's going to be a cold winter. And for some people, you might lose some friendships, you might not. Like, it just depends on their level of understanding, because, a lot of people think that things are done personally to them, but it's not. I learned my biggest lesson this year was don't take everything personal. Don't take everything personal, because literally some people have to go through a certain journey, and it's not even about you. It's about them. And that's why it's important to have consciousness, or be conscious, and to have understanding. So when things happen like that, you think you talking to somebody and they pulling their energy back, you think it's something that you did, but nah, it's something that they dealing with within their own. So just having that understanding, or understanding rather, is key. But anywho, I'm going to go meditate and get me some more juice and stuff. With that being said, family, peace and harmony. Make sure you meditate, do some breath work, love on yourself. This video, I will be putting this replay on my YouTube channel. So if you missed it, you can watch it there. But anyways, y'all, peace and harmony. Love you. Peace.